What's up, Mariah?
Hi.
How you feeling?
My heart is beating like 1,000 miles per minute.
He's willing to get on a call and tell you the reason why he ghosted you. He didn't feel comfortable telling Rachel and I. All he would say is that it was something you did. All right, I sent the link to James. All right, so we're just waiting on James now.
I'm anxious.
He has the link. Oh, he's here.
Deep
You
breath.
ready to confront your ghost?
I think I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna let him in.
Is he coming?
What's up, yo?
James, what's going on, man?
James.
Not much. What's going on?
Rachel and I brought you both together today to hear each other out, and I feel like it's extremely important to get some closure. So I'm gonna explain how things are gonna go down, and then I'm gonna give Mariah the floor. Mariah, you're gonna talk first, and then James, we just ask that you listen without any interruption. But then you're gonna get, that same courtesy. You're gonna get to speak. You're gonna get to address anything that she says. After you both finish talking, you're gonna have to make a decision. Make up or ghost. So Rachel and I are gonna turn off our video, so it's just you two in the room.
All right.
Well, hello.
What's up? What's up?
I honestly don't even know where to start.
Even before we were in a relationship, we were friends, and the conversations that we used to stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning talking about things that, we wouldn't share with anybody else. So I guess it's just kind of confusing to me, and I don't really understand why you couldn't come and talk to me, and, maybe we could have found out a solution, but you chose to just disappear. Rachel and Travis have brought new information to me, and it looks like, I don't know, you were with Annie yesterday. I don't know, was that something that was, happening during our relationship? At this point, I just have so many questions.
I mean, I totally feel you. I want to start by saying, like, I definitely do understand where you're coming from. Like, I know it was kind of messed up on my end to just kind of cut things off. Part of the reason that this kind of ended the way that it did is because I was just kind of trying to, I guess, save you hardship and pain from, the reasons that I have for acting the way that I did.
Sorry, you don't think that would have caused me more pain though? Like not telling me anything?
In hindsight, it probably did. I understand that now, like not giving you any reason and just kind of cutting you off out of nowhere when you thought everything was good. I will say it had nothing to do with me hanging out with Annie yesterday or anything like that.
Like, what was it? Like, I'm confused. It's not all these things.
So the real reason that I actually ghosted you was that I think that you constantly were just comparing our relationship to your exes. And then it eventually got to the point where you were comparing us to each other in the bedroom. And that was kind of where I really just drew the line and decided that, obviously that I wasn't good enough for you. And I was also a little bit embarrassed about that. And that was kind of the last straw.
Okay. But I mean, I guess.
You don't remember that?
No, like.
You basically said that I didn't make you finish how your ex did. Like, as a man, that is like the biggest punch in the mouth for me. That's kind of like the most depressing thing that a guy could hear. So from that standpoint, once I heard that, it was just kind of game over for me. And that's kind of what led me ultimately just cutting you off, because I really had nothing left to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I will, take some, responsibility, I guess, that really wasn't right of me. I guess it was kind of hard for me not to, because, a relationship is something that I want. I always, I want to be in a relationship, and therefore I wanted, relationship type things, I guess maybe I just didn't go about it the right way.
you were looking for more, and I realized that I couldn't give you more.
I don't know, maybe that was where our downfall, went. But I feel like any relationship is gonna have their ups and downs, so I guess maybe I just thought it was a down that we were getting through and going through.
Guys, we're gonna give you guys a break. Obviously, you just both shared a lot. Mariah, I'm gonna send you a link, and you and I are gonna go into another room. Rachel is gonna stay in here with James, and then we can reconvene later, and ultimately you both are gonna have a decision to make. All right. So how are you feeling about everything?
Still frustrated. I don't know why. Like, I still have this like frustration like deep inside.
Let me just start off by saying my profession, my trade is a lawyer. And I was watching you talk, and I was like, you're not being matter of fact in your reason as to why you ghosted. It seems like there's more to the story. I mean, I thought Annie was your girlfriend and she was pregnant.
No, there was actually more to it than just, the comments.
I mean, look, I can tell you from a guy's perspective, if somebody said that to me, like in the bedroom, I would be absolutely crushed.
Comments here and there would still, I guess, come about because, again, I used to talk to you about this person. I was, still speaking from a place in which I felt comfortable, and obviously that made him feel uncomfortable.
I do think you owe it to her to be honest with the real reason that you ghosted.
That's true. I got nervous there. I got a little bit of cold feet.
Okay. It's a kind of a nerve-wracking thing.
I definitely agree. And I really do want to tell her, like I do, out of respect, I do think that I owe it to her. I mean, if we get back in the same room, I'll tell her the truth.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me check in.
All right, what's up, guys?
I'm gonna give James the floor, and Travis and I are gonna back out for a second.
Okay.
So, Mariah, there's actually a little bit more to the story than I kind of put on. After talking with Rachel, I felt that it would be just best out of respect to come clean with everything. So, the real reason that I actually ghosted you was real reason that I actually ghosted you was I was actually cheating on you and seeing other girls and stepping out on you towards the end of our relationship.
So crazy.
And I just wanted you to know that like there was actually like a solid reason why. So
That is crazy. Crazy.
I just think
So are you with Annie? Like, is that a thing? Y'all are a thing now?
it's not Annie.
Okay.
There's other girls. I don't want to name their names.
Girls.
I don't want to name their names because you know them, so I'm gonna keep them under wraps. But I just felt that you deserve to know that you were not the only one towards the end of the relationship. I just thought you should know.
James, is that why you quit your job?
Yeah, they do work at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, and was that a convenience for you too? Like, that is so foul. Why? Like, again, we were cool as friends. Like, we were...
I wanted, to hook up with you because you're an attractive girl. So I kind of did what I needed to do in order to kind of get...
I feel like it's such a typical guy thing. You are sitting there and gonna blame me for why you ghosted me, and that's so childish. And I fell for it. I literally must have stupid written across my forehead.
I am sorry. I mean, I didn't...
Are you what? Like, are you? Yeah, there's honestly, at this point, there's really, like, I'm shaking. Like, you're so lucky that this confrontation is through Zoom right now. Like, honestly, I don't have any final words. He said what he said, and there's really nothing else. Travis, Rachel, I still respect you, but this is what I'm left to deal with. So I'm over it. I just can't. I really cannot.
That's never happened before.
I know I'll be alright, but I'm not tonight. I lost a friend, I lost a friend, I lost my mind.
I knew she was gonna snap.
I think it's also coupled with the fact that you made it seem like it was her fault.
You're probably right. I agree that was probably not a cool move on my part to do that.
Yeah, I completely regret the conversation that I had with her. You know, I was hard on her.
I'm sorry about that. I just really did want to come clean at first. I just kind of got cold feet.
But you couldn't have just broken it off with her and been honest up front.
She was really hot, and I liked hooking up with her.
Wow.
But you literally carried it on for an entire year.
I'll just say that I didn't have the best intentions going into the relationship, if that makes sense.
I get why she left the meeting, because it just stings that much deeper. Like, her friend, not just her boyfriend, her friend did this to her.
I know I don't seem like a good person right now.
I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it.
And you know what? She's right.
We've never been too hopeless hookup. An identical twin.
Everybody in Hawaii is in on this.
That's insane. We've never seen anything like this. The Catfish sent you the real guy's Facebook page. Come on!